Buying something on EMI rarely feels like spending. It feels like organizing, like being responsible. Because you're not handing over a large amount of money, you're just agreeing to a small, neat monthly number that fits comfortably into your life. And that's why it feels smart, because the brain doesn't register it as loss. It registers it as control, as planning, as adulthood. And when people say they can afford something, what they usually mean is not that they have the money, but that the monthly payment doesn't scare them. And that emotional distinction is everything, because something subtle happens the moment cost is broken into pieces. The pain disappears, the decision feels lighter, and the purchase stops feeling like a choice and starts feeling like a routine, a background process that quietly runs every month without demanding attention. And one EMI by itself is harmless, almost invisible, but the problem is never one, because once the mind accepts monthly payments as normal, they stack. A phone here, an appliance there, maybe a vacation, maybe furniture, and none of them feel dangerous on their own. Yet together they create a fixed life, where a portion of every future month is already spoken for before it arrives. And this is where the trap forms, not loudly, not suddenly, but slowly. Because flexibility disappears first, not money. The ability to wait, to pause, to take risks, to change direction. All of that quietly shrinks as commitments grow. And psychologically, this is hard to notice, because nothing feels wrong. Bills are paid, life looks stable, you look responsible from the outside. But inside, there's a low, constant pressure, the kind that keeps people tied to jobs they don't enjoy and decisions they didn't consciously choose. And what makes this even more powerful is identity, because EMIs don't feel reckless, they feel mature. They signal that you're settled, that you've planned your life forward, that you're not impulsive anymore. And that's why questioning them feels uncomfortable, almost childish, as if wanting fewer commitments means wanting less progress, when in reality it's often the opposite. Because the people who quietly build wealth tend to value options more than appearances. They're less interested in how full their months look and more interested in how free they remain. Not because they're extreme or frugal, but because they understand that the real cost of an EMI isn't the interest or the price tag. It's the future choices it removes. The moments when you can't say no, can't wait, can't step back. And that's the part most people never calculate, because it doesn't show up on a bill. It shows up years later as a life that feels heavier than expected. And once you see that, the question isn't whether EMIs are good or bad, it's whether comfort today is quietly deciding how much freedom you'll have tomorrow.